First. First.
The right kit changes everything. With the right kit, you're ready for anything. United, connected, unstoppable. Whatever your sport, we are your sporting partner. Creating your kit your way. For every team, for every challenge, for every aspiration. Feel seen, feel ready, feel part of the team. Kit on, game on.
Saracen STONEX Stadium. We are still winding down after what was an incredible rugby match between Berkhamsted and Northampton School for Boys, and now we're on to lacrosse, and what a lacrosse game we have coming up. Berkhamsted against Moreton Hall. These two are two of the finest lacrosse sides in the country any year, quite frankly, any year. Now you can see behind me, you'll actually be able to see, we're going to just come across the floor here. We've got temporary markings. I'm going to just adjust it. Bit of plastic marking on the floor is how we've marked out the lacrosse field here at the Saracen STONEX Stadium, because of course it is a rugby stadium, but we are going to get lacrosse played on it. Berkhamsted, you can just see behind me going through their warm-ups, and if we spin right around, we can see Moreton Hall going through theirs. Moreton Hall, by the way, who share a name with the prep school that I was at over in Suffolk, but these ones are from Shropshire. They've travelled a fair old way to get here. Right, now we're going to be speaking to Katie Costin at some point. We're also going to hear a little chat we had earlier with Adam Cross, but we're gonna make our way over here, I think, to the touchline, because I think I've spied Katie having a little chat with some of the photographers, actually, because of course this is a massive night for the school, so we're going to be seeing plenty of photographs. And I tell you what, the light has just dimmed. The stand behind me is pitch black, but we've got this glorious floodlighting here on the field. Right, Katie has just drifted over this way, so now her media team might have a camera somewhere, but we're going to just roll with this and we're going to send it to them, because Katie, we're going live here, okay. And we've got lacrosse.
Yes, yeah,
we are ready to rock and roll. What a fantastic, first of all, just a very quick 20 seconds before we focus entirely on lacrosse, on the rugby. What an incredible game that was. What an incredible atmosphere.
Yeah, what a game. I mean, I thought, you know, for our boys stayed in that it was a great, they took it to them that first half, particularly, and stayed in the game, showed a lot of heart, so we're really proud. Obviously not the result we would have wanted, but we're really proud of the performance, I think.
And on the lacrosse front, this is such a massive occasion. The girls going last this year, getting the real atmosphere, actually, as the light has dimmed. It feels like it's going to be a very special evening for the girls.
Yeah, it really will be. And you know, as I said earlier, this is the first year that they've played under the lights, and it does add something, I think, really different and really special for them. The crowd's nice and warmed up. We've had the music, the crowd's ready to go. So yeah, I'm really excited for them. I think it's going to be a really great event.
And of course, just for the wider school community, this is massive. I mean, we got to chat to some of the prep school kids earlier. We've had a chat with some of the injured players as well. It seems like, and they've been talking about everyone back home watching as well. It feels like it's a real whole school community thing tonight.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and that's absolutely what we've aimed to achieve with this. It's our biggest event yet. It's our most inclusive event yet in terms of bringing the community together. It's what they've talked about for weeks, for months. You know, who's going to come to STONEX, who's playing at STONEX. So it's nice to just finally be here, and what a successful evening it's been so far with that performance from the boys, and we hope the girls will match that as well.
Certainly think so. Two fantastic lacrosse teams, aren't they?
Amazing teams, yeah, it'll be really exciting. It's going to be physical, it's going to be a battle, it's going to be hard, they're going to have to hold their nerve, but they're up for the challenge, they've worked really hard.
Katie, thank you so much. Go and enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Katie Costin there. We are also now going to hear from Adam Cross, the Deputy Head of Co-Curricular, who spoke to us a little earlier on. Chatty. Adam, I believe you brought the band down, haven't you?
No, I'm not responsible for the band, but I am. So I'm Deputy Head Co-Curricular, so I've been enjoying hearing all about this event and the different parts to it.
Fantastic work. Sorry, it's because I'm so overwhelmed by the band because they're absolutely brilliant. This is a real community event, really, for Berkhamsted, isn't it? I mean, the youngsters, we've spoken to a couple in the crowd. It just feels like such a special occasion.
Yeah, definitely. So here this evening, obviously a privilege to be in this great stadium, and there are not just the players on the pitch. We've got students from all years in the senior and sixth form in the stands. We've got staff, we've got families, we've got friends from other schools, and of course our visiting schools, Moreton Hall, Northampton School for Boys, and everyone's here, ready to enjoy a really good evening.
It's going to be very special. Now, who have I got alongside me on my right-hand side? I'm going to come to you in a minute, don't worry. Who have I got on my right-hand side? Micah. Tell me about this evening. Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, I've been looking forward to it, yeah.
And what have you been up to so far?
Nothing much, been practicing afternoon, coming here. Where our band's playing Iris by Goo Goo Dolls, Angels by Robbie Williams, and Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses.
Do you know what? I think I heard that in the warm-up, and it's sounding pretty good so far. Which one's your favourite?
Iris. It's been good.
Yeah. What's your role? What are you doing?
Rhythm guitar.
Nice.
Character.
Hey, that's pretty main.
It's fine.
It's very main. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Enjoy your evening, and give us a shout out while you're up there.
All right. Thank you.
The next superstar out here. And who have I got here alongside me?
Charlie.
Charlie, hi. What are you up to tonight?
So yeah, I'm playing keys for the Year 12 bands.
Fantastic. What songs have we got from you?
So we're doing Song 2 by Blur and I Print to Riot by Kaiser Chiefs.
Very good, very apt as well. I feel like that we could be seeing a little bit of that tonight.
Yeah, so we're going to be forming very shortly actually. So
what time are you on? I don't want to keep you too long.
I actually don't know what time, but very soon. I think about after the people I'm right now.
And what's the build-up been like? Has it been a lot of intensity in the practice?
Yeah, we've been practicing for a little while now. It's looking good, yeah.
Should be fantastic. Listen, thank you so much for chatting to us. Adam, final thoughts from you before we get underway. Such a special evening for the school, for the community, and chatting to the lads there. Feels like there's been an opportunity for everyone to get involved.
Yeah, well, I think our ethos is whether you're playing on the field, like Charlie and Micah playing music, we've got budding journalists here who are going to write up the event, and of course loads of people here of all ages in the stand supporting. Whatever your role in it, everyone's part of Team Berko, and we believe that the skills, the character skills that you're getting from whatever part of this event you're involved in are going to serve you really well wherever life takes you after here.
Tell you what, send me some of those budding journalists. If those match reports are ready, could save me a job later on this evening. Fantastic stuff. Listen, Adam, thank you so much for chatting to us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, enjoy the evening.
Cheers, you too. Micah, Charlie, thank you so much for chatting to me. Go and enjoy yourselves. Get yourselves up there and ready. We don't want you out of breath when Welcome back then. Berkhamsted against Moreton Hall, first 11 lacrosse. What a game this is going to be. We've heard from Katie how good these two teams are. You've heard from me, not that that's worth that much, but you've heard from me how good these two teams are. We are about to witness it in person here at Saracen STONEX Stadium. The Berkhamsted rugby team have stayed behind. They're going to cheer the girls onto the field. And actually, all credit to them. NSB have stayed behind as well, and it looks like they're going to get involved with it as well. That is school communities in action right there, isn't it? It's going to be a fantastic game, and there are some fantastic players on show as well. National Academy players all over the shop tonight, and we've actually got some under 15 footballers as well. Play Romania, South Africa, all sorts of nations represented tonight in the international sporting world. And Wilf Kemsley is going to talk to you about all of that alongside Ellen Affleck to talk you through the team sheets ahead of Berkhamsted v Moreton Hall.
Thank you, Angus. We're back up in the gantry. We've not moved a spot since that classic clash between Berkhamsted and NSB a few moments ago. But now, it is the turn of the lacrosse teams to take the stage. And Ellen Affleck alongside me, you've already said it's a bit of a generational team for Berkhamsted.
Yeah, it is. This is set to be a real battle. Every ground ball will be a battle. Every move, every pass, every check will be intentional, and it is a huge show of pride. This is two giants in the lacrosse world. It's a north-south clash of the best kind, and both sides will have a point to prove. And as I said, this Berkhamsted team is pretty generational, but Moreton Hall just produce athlete after athlete after athlete, so it will be a matchup to stay watching for sure.
Ella Affleck, former head of lacrosse at Shrewsbury School, amongst other institutions, alongside me for this one. And now, let's have a look at that Berkhamsted lineup. It's going to do some damage today. Well, we'll start with the goalkeeper, who's Charlotte Unsworth. She's been in goal since year 9, now playing senior lacrosse at the Hawks Club. Annie Whiteman is vice-captain, with Captain Ella Walker in defence, alongside the head girl, Verity Pope-Williams. Lucy Menzes is part of the year 11 contingent in this side. And Eliza Kenama, will also play, whose brother was a former captain of the first team and played here at the STONEX a few years ago. In midfield, Arisha Wise is there, another year 11, alongside Maya Keeval, who is a Romanian international at cricket and football, as well as playing for Watford and Hertfordshire. On the side, Emma Vaughan in midfield, alongside Ashley Diaz-Stevens as well. Vice-captain B. Spooner is also in there, Emily Stevens-Jennings, and Seren Marjad is another young player alongside Ava Bartlett as well, a year 11. And in attack, there are 4 players to choose from: Ella Connolly, Poppy Davey, Thea Kennedy, and Liv Arnold. And now the Moreton Hall team. Well, there's 2 goalkeepers to choose from: Pippa Francis McGann on that England Aspires programme, and Emily Fern as well from Oxton, another vice-captain as well. In defence, they've got the likes of Evie McIntosh, Zara Jones, Laura Dennis, and another vice-captain, Luna Kenny. Lily Morley, Matilda Brooksbank, Izzy Jones, Nina Harney, and Lizzie Mellier, the captain as well. And I'll bring you through the forwards as Moreton Hall, take to the field. Jemima Bebb, a Welsh under-20 international, is there to choose from, alongside Alexa Wilson, Charlotte Telford, and Darcy Cook. They are all part of the Oxton Lacrosse Club. Don't forget about Annabella Tabor, who's had an injury sit last season, but is now back amongst the Moreton Hall players. Here come Berkhamsted, undefeated throughout the season so far, and they are accompanied by a mighty roar. They've already beaten Moreton Hall once this season at the pre-season tournament, the Berkhamsted 10s, but this is the kind of fixture that matters a whole lot more under the lights. Big crowd out for them here.
Yeah, keep an eye on those middies from both sides. So the midfield players really have to have an engine in lacrosse, and they have to keep transferring that ball from their defence to attack and vice versa. And there are some real strong midi contenders in both of these sides. Lacrosse is flying subs mostly, so as long as you do it legally, you can sub on and off, and basically the task is for the middies: empty the tank, do what you got to do, come off, have a rest, and then move on.
And indeed, that will be the plan for Berkhamsted, because they have picked a total of 8 midfielders in this team.
Holy.
10 aside, of course, maximum teams of 16 at this level, and they have filled that to the brim. Berkhamsted. We will have 4 quarters of 12 minutes apiece in this under 18 girls category, and you can see the markings laid out that Angus was talking about. They've got the 3/3 of the pitch marked out, and the crease as well as that goal line. It's called the fan, I believe. Ella, the lacrosse expert, alongside me.
There's no cameras, but I was fanning myself in my book to try and give a clue there.
You're more than welcome to cut in whenever you feel like you need to. So it's going to be face-off in just a few seconds' time. It is Berkhamsted in the blue taking on Moreton Hall in the white. Moreton Hall shooting from right to left in this first half. They've already been beaten by Berkhamsted, but they are the reigning national champs. And we're about to get underway in the first quarter here. It's a real clash there. It's Ashley Diaz-Stevens with Berkhamsted looking to steal it back. It pops up, and it will be a real scramble for possession here. In the end, I think Moreton Hall come away with it. That's a real battle there. Matilda Brooksbank flicks it up, and there's the captain, Lizzie Mellier, but it's Berkhamsted who come away with it. Diaz-Stevens Looks to strike, just takes a tumble. The ball goes loose. Oh, it's been regathered behind the goal there. And they've pushed up so highly here, Berkhamsted.
Ooh. A little bit of an unruly face dodge there.
It was. In the end, it's calmer heads prevailing now. It's Liv Arnold.
So this is what we call a settled attack. We've got matching numbers. We're just waiting for the defence to perhaps sit on their heels slightly. We'll change hands. We'll change the direction of the ball, change the point of attack. Crease dodge.
Lovely run. There's the first goal. A roar goes up as Liv Arnold opens up the scoring. Raced in from behind the goal. Snuck through Morton Hall's defence. And it's 1-0 to the hosts.
Yeah, that was great stick skills there. She picked it up on her weaker side. And bottom left-hand corner is exactly where the goalkeeper doesn't want it. She get all tangled up.
Liv Arnold, she's lived in Canada for 2 years, of course, the North America where lacrosse has its home, but that's a great pickup. And a fast run for Wilson, and Wilson here on the turn, lining it up, Wilson!
Great save.
What a stop that is by the goalkeeper, Charlotte Unsworth.
And this is what I mean about the middies having to have an engine. She's had to turn, she's had to change direction. She had 2 attackers on her there.
End to end, Arabella Taylor got it away, but called back here. Well, here's the first save, and it's a good one as well from Unsworth. Body check in there, but Wilson on the spin, got it away. Just clattered off the cross there.
So here the defence have to clear the fan at their nearest exit. They cannot have their bodies in the way, they can have their sticks in the shooting channel, which is exactly what Morton Hall have just done and picked up possession beautifully there.
Zara Jones comes away with it, but under pressure here, and it's gone loose. And great physicality from Berkhamsted.
Boxed her out beautifully there, got her out of the way, and picked up that possession for Berko.
Stephen Jennings. The goal scorer, Arnold. Bartlett, one of the year 11s in this side.
And what's really nice about this Berko side is that they are playing the ball high. You know, they're really getting a reach on the ball so that it's tricky for Morton Hall to get a stick-on-stick check there.
Racing into the area again, but it's back with the goalkeeper. And then flung to the short side for Lily Morley, the youngest in the side, still in year 10. And it's a driving run through the middle by the captain, Melia. Over the top it goes.
And now, because Morton were closest to that as it went off the goal line, that means that the ball stays Morton Hall, so it's always worth chasing that ball.
Good chase, and now Morton Hall still in possession through Jemima Bev, a Welsh under-20 international. Of course, coached by the senior Welsh women's coach, Karina Welsh, in this team, Morton Hall.
And if there's anything to know about lacrosse, Karina Welsh knows it, let me tell you.
Such experience. As a player, won 12 Northern titles with Oxley, who she now coaches as well. But it's Berkhamsted driving straight through the middle. Oh, a little dummy on the inside. Great pass. Surely this time. Oh, it's gone behind. What an opportunity for Thea Kennedy, wearing the number of her sister, who was captain last season in this STONEX game. What a story that is. She's still in year 11 as well, but she stepped up to the senior team at times last season as they made their way to the national finals. But Kennedy can't get it on target this time.
So once the goalkeeper steps out of the crease, she has as long as she needs to throw the clear.
Plenty of movement from Morton Hall.
And they'll be setting up something here for the midfielders to get free. There'll be somebody pop out, he says.
Well, there's no time limit here for the goalkeeper. Berkhamsted marking them well at the moment, but no pressure on her. Because as soon as there is, there'll be a free player. Long ball forced out, but a lovely take. There's some real physicality in the carry there. Down goes the Morton Hall midfielder. Oh, it's a yellow card.
Early doors.
Well, it's a yellow card for the vice-captain, Annie Whiteman. Well, for those not watching us, how long is the yellow card for, Ella, in this under-18 category?
A very good question. Answers on a postcard, please, folks.
Well, you know what? For now, we'll watch out and find out. Morton Hall with the first goal. Jemima Baird with a fantastic finish, high into the net. as Berkhamsted drop to 9 players. So another face-off in midfield while Berkhamsted still down to 9 players.
Lovely high draw there.
It's Amber Vaughan who wins it back excellently well.
Oh, love a one-handed cradle, look at that. Her coaches won't be pleased, but I do love a one-handed cradle.
Carried by the vice-captain Spooner. Now it's Vaughan again. Steps onto the edge of the fan net. Whistle goes. Oh, it's going to be a turnover.
I think we were offside there.
So just one too many players in that attacking third. So here go Moreton Hall, still up by 1 player at the moment. Lovely ball over the top, great work from Morley. Melia. It's the goal scorer Bebb on the wrap. And now it's at the edge. Morley. Great movement in the area. It's Brooksbank. Oh, what a finish. Brooksbank slots it home and Moreton Hall take the lead.
And that's where Moreton Hall come into their own. They are so confident on ball. And that just comes with time on the ball and time together as a team.
Brooksbank under loads of pressure, but what a finish. Strong defence from Eliza Kainama. And Kainama just couldn't keep her out. There's another chance for Vaughan to steal it away. Great work from Vaughan. Oh, but it's not to the referee's liking.
There was early movement there on the draw from Berkhamsted, so that ball went Moreton Hall.
Wilson looks to get it across to Bebb. Picked out. And this is a fantastic breakaway by the vice-captain Whiteman, who's back onto the field. End-to-end here, it's Connolly, steps on the inside, Connolly looking for support, just knocked out of her possession. It's a real battle
it's so
in the area
physical
there.
In that fan, it's such a, as you say, a real battle.
And now some settled attack for Berkhamsted, who now trail 2 on the bounce for Moreton Hall. Oh, what a ball, just off target there. Reaching out with the cross, couldn't keep a hold.
And that's why you have to be such an athlete to play lacrosse at this level, because it's just end to end, and then it's stop start, and that's where the engines kick in.
Well, Melius just sprinted a full 60 metres up the field as well. This is not a sport for the faint-hearted. And it is going to be Berkhamsted who start with possession. I think actually it's going to be play on for Melia, and that's a nice ball. There's plenty of space here for Wilson.
So we're setting something up here with Moreton, because you can see some real intentional movement going on here.
Wilson just driven back. Then flying through to Bebb. It's beyond her this time, but it's swept up by Moreton Hall. On that left-hand corner.
Taken back to X. Keep it safe whilst they have a little think about what they're going to do next.
What's an ambitious pass!
Oh,
what a ball! Picked out by Melia, who finishes emphatically. Lily Morley with a beautiful pass. And the captain is on the score sheet. She's just been picked for the senior Welsh side for their tour to Boston over in the States, and goodness me.
We've just had a whole new Berko team come on, I think.
Yeah, plenty of changes in the meantime. They've got full 16 allowed in the substitutes box, which is right on the edge of the turf on the far side. And amongst those changes, Diaz-Stevens there is back on taking the draw, but it's come Moreton Hall's way. Well, Berkhamsted have had a flawless start to the season. They went 8 from 8 in their own pre-season tournament, then big wins against Bolton and St Paul's.
What a run!
But this is a fantastic break. Moreton Hall have come alive here. Oh, it's kept in play!
Great save.
Well, that's some angle for Taylor. Injured for most of last season. Now in her final year, looking to make an impact. Still Moreton driving on. It's a nice run from Cook.
Moreton are playing with such an unspoken trust in each other.
There's the strike! Oh, it's gone straight in!
So the yellow flag went up there. So the goal still stands. I'm assuming that was shooting space. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out there.
Wilson right on the edge there, and it's just slipped in the near post. Now, Wilson was a captain at under-15 side when this young team were national champions. She's also a Welsh under-20 international and has trained with the senior side. Another Oxton lacrosse club player. That's the side that Karina Walsh won 12 Northern titles and 5 European championships with before becoming their coach. And it might open up again for Moreton Hall, and that's a great stop from Unsworth. One-on-one, plenty of time and space. And now Berkhamsted and their fresh legs are going to go the other end. They've got to be a little more clinical here in these early stages. Good footwork.
Excellent stick
Back
skills.
on the ends with Bartlett, who fires it across. It's just been spilt behind the goal line there. Lofted into the space, great ball! Oh, they just couldn't get it away! Good defence from Moreton Hall, and then a body check there. A well worn by Poppy Davey. Berkhamsted are going to have possession here. And a great chance for them to close the gap. First quarter's just gotten away from them here. This is their second penalty of the game.
So again, Moreton must make sure that there's sticks in the shooting channel, not bodies.
Oh, there's the strike off target. Just wide from Davey. But Berkhamsted still in possession. Now driving into the fan. It'll open up for them here. Oh, it's been stolen away. And the captain, Melia, comes racing out. Melia still going. What a carry this is.
What an engine.
Melia. And now there's plenty of time and space again. Just outside the fan for Wilson. Morley. Cook. Just over the top.
Great defensive positioning from Berkhamsted here. Nice and low. Watching the elbow.
Done really well to get back as well after that quick break. Here's Morley. Off goes Wilson again. Morley! Oh, straight through. Practically an empty net there for the forward. That's the midfielder this time. Lily Morley goes racing through.
Berkhamsted have got to watch that cut from the top point of the fan there, because that's where they're getting through, because they're doing a little switcheroo.
Well, Lily Morley recently captained her club side to victory at the Stockport Sixes outside of school. She's still an under-15 player, starring here under the lights. And Berkhamsted, despite their unbeaten start to the season, despite beating Moreton Hall in pre-season, are struggling here. Staying wide at the moment, push wide in defence. It's Stephen Jennings. Oh, well, the ball's gone loose.
A little bit loopy there. But trying to look for a yellow ball in this light might be a bit of a task.
Well, it's great to hear from the producer downstairs that, of course, we are playing full-length 15-minute quarters, which is not regulation at under-18 level, but perfect for the occasion here. And it might give Berkhamsted a chance to get another goal before the break. But at the moment, it's beautiful pass, no look from Wilson, but it's gone to ground, but still Moreton Hall are driving on here.
Berkhamsted have got to watch that offside.
Brooksbank, who opened up the scoring. Just a little bit too much space for them to drift into here. Lovely footwork, well marshalled. It's very good defence, but here's Melia, the skipper.
And you can see Berkhamsted sitting off a little bit. They could afford to take a bit of a step, keep them out.
Melia, Wilson. There go the chance of Blue Army looking to light things up. Ball comes loose for Morton Hall! And on the turn, there was no one left to keep out Darcy Cook.
She is lightning.
Another year 11 who last season was a national champ at under-15s. She also played under the lights here at the STONEX with the first teamers at under-15, and she has the last action of the first quarter, and it's a runaway quarter for Morton Hall. What a turnaround this is. It was a close game when they played Bolton with a mixed first and second team side, whereas Berkhamsted blew them away 9-1. But victory down at the Welsh Rally, where they weren't challenged really until the final, a rematch of the national champs from last season when they beat Godolphin. And since then, well, clearly they've kicked on. What a first quarter it is. It's a strong lead for Morton Hall. Plenty of time left to play, but what have Berkhamsted got to do differently here?
I think Berkhamsted have just got to start playing playing as we know they can, playing as a team. They've got to utilise their midfield. They're a little bit cramped at the minute, as we can see on the screen here. We're trying to force those goals. I mean, this one worked, but an excellent finish there. But Morton Hall are playing like people with a point to prove, and my goodness, have they proved it so far.
Well, Berkhamsted got the first goal, but then it's been all Morton Hall. They've still got 3 quarters to turn it around, but plenty to talk about in those huddles pitch side at the moment as we have a look back at the goals from the first quarter. We'll be back in just a few moments' time for the second quarter of this thrilling game of lacrosse. So, new quarter, change of ends. Morton Hall in the white, now playing from left to right. They're up by 6 goals to 1. It was a 9-6 victory in Berkhamsted's favour last year, so that's still on, Ella?
Yeah, I think in the cross, in the blink of an eye, things can change. You just need a little bit of momentum and a little bit of a flair and fire, and the whole game can change. That is a lovely draw there, and with the draw, as you just saw the umpire do there, the rest of the team cannot come into play until possession is called.
But Wilson has done so well to nick it back. And now here's Brooksbank. Just gliding away. He's getting a little closer to that crease, but at the moment happy just to play with ball in cross. And now it's Wilson on the edge.
And what they're doing is they're just trying to find those gaps. They're trying to look for those cuts.
Acceleration. And a little turn, but it's back to Melia on the edge.
And this is much better defence from Berkhamsted.
Wilson again.
Oh, tried to set a pick there.
Wilson off to the races. Well marked.
So she'll hold that body contact and use it against her defender brilliantly there.
Very comfortable by Seren Marshall at the moment. Little switch play there. But it's still right there in the centre with Melia. Oh, just put down, and a chance for Berkhamsted to steal it back. But Morton Hall keep possession. Just waiting for those half chances. Fired in. What a take that is as well. Up high by Cook.
Excellent stick skills on display here by Morton Hall.
Brooksbank, Melia, all the way across. We're going to stretch Berkhamsted here. And now a bit of aggression maybe. Bit of movement in the crease. Melia taking her time. Still on the edge of the fan. Now they get aggressive here, Berkhamsted, and they have dislodged possession, but not legally. Melia. Lizzie Melia. Options to her right.
We can see Morton all with sticks up, all constantly moving, looking for those cuts.
Behind the goal now. Berkhamsted are still well positioned at the moment. Alexa Wilson. Melia. A bit of patient play here, sustained possession, and now they move all the way around the goal, and now it's Melia into the area, but it's been misplaced. Great recovery from Wilson, and it's young Lily Morley, just 15, still moving around there in the centre. Here's Morley, already a goal to her name today.
That number 6 has ridden that very well. She had textbook pressure on her there from Berkhamsted.
Still in possession here, Morton Hall. The game has come to a complete standstill. Now they might light it up. What a finish. Wilson on a dime races away and picks out the corner. And Morton Hall have the first score of the second quarter, up by 7-1. There's nothing really on here again. It's good defence. Rise the challenge so well.
Hit 2 out of the 3 bars there. That was incredibly impressive.
What a finish.
You get extra points for that. You don't, sorry.
Yeah, confuse the producers downstairs with that kind of chat, Ella. But what a finish. Again, a captain at under-15s level. She's already training with Wales under-20s. She plays out on the left, but is actually right-handed. So has that ability to go both ways.
And that is a very, very dangerous player.
Well, Melia right up there for the draw for Morton Hall. It's going to come Berkhamsted's way. They have the run of things there at the draw, but can't keep a hold of it. Vaughan dispossessed. And now a bit of space for the goal scorer, Wilson. Wilson on the turn. Great ball on the inside, stolen away. An important tackle there by Spooner.
That was unlucky. That was just coming down. It was nearly regulation.
Chance for Cook. Another young Year 11 student in this side. But a fine player as we've seen already. Here we go then. Berkhamsted rush in. Cook with a strike. Oh, it's saved by Unsworth. Couple of crucial saves. The Berkhamsted goalkeeper, she's certainly been the busier of the two. Clash of the sticks there, but still in possession. Wilson. Nice movement.
Great defence there from Berkhamsted.
They have been asked to defend an awful lot here, but that unfortunately couldn't be collected. That fine pass into the path of Lizzie Jones. In fact, it was Brooksbank out in the middle there. Now behind the goal.
And we've got patience in attack, but we've also got patience in defence. You know, they're not flying out positionally. They're sticking with their players. They're not getting called for time off a player in the fan. They are, you know, both sides are playing really maturely here.
It's a real battle there from Jemima Bebb. In the end, it is still Bebb in possession for Morton Hall. It's a longer pass out to Wilson. Brooksbank. Melia. Directing traffic, the skipper. Brooksbank. Quiet cradle there for Wilson. Now she gets rolling. Wilson looking for the pass on the inside. Whistle goes. I'll talk us through that call, Ella.
Little bit of a block there, I think, from what I can see. So that the ball stays Morton Hall, and they get
another big chance. Well, perfect position to convert here for Wilson. Going for a second. Oh, it's another great save by Unsworth. Oh, but they've missed out there, Berkhamsted. Well, Unsworth certainly pulling away, but need to keep hold of possession here. Well, the heat map here would be absolutely blistering hot in this Berkhamsted crease. Unsworth has so much to do. But in this attacking third of the field, we've spent all our time. Finally, a whistle goes to turnover. A bit of respite for Berkhamsted, but haven't they defended well?
They have been so patient and they have worked together as units, and that is a real textbook display of defence there. You could hear them from up here, so they're communicating brilliantly. They know where their left and rights are, and hopefully they can capitalise on their patience and hard work.
Oh, there's a bit of a groan from the crowd.
Good crowd noises.
Absolutely, Wilson's had to wear a hit there, but they're still playing here. Moreton Hall flooding forward. What a run into the area again. This time it's more patient. It's intelligent play again from Brooksbank. And fantastic midfielder.
They're so comfortable, Moreton Hall, in this settled attack.
Oh, finally Berkhamsted have it back. And now they can break. And have they got the legs? There's plenty of numbers up here. Nice ball into the path of Stephen Jennings, who flies into the fan, but has taken a real hit there, the South African. Born there, grew up there for the first years of her life. And is hobbling on, but still looking to keep the play going. What a drive from Berkhamsted. That shows they're still very much in this game. And it's Stephen Jennings who's going to keep us going here. Nice ball on the turn. Here we go. Oh, fantastic defence. Lana Kenny, the vice-captain. Another Welsh under-20 international, just drove her away there.
Oh,
big shot still for Berkhamsted on the turn. Oh, what a save! What a save! Pippa Francis McGann got down so well. And now Jones can play out for Moreton Hall. Oh, stick up! It's been picked off by Stephen Jennings again, but she just couldn't keep control. And now it's Taylor. Taylor heading towards the wave. Nice drive right from the edge here. Bebb! Flicks it through! Oh, it's gone off target, and look at the acceleration from Unsworth as well to keep possession in. Well, now it's Berkhamsted who can break from inside their own wave here, but they've got a long way to go, still down by 7-1 in this second quarter, but nice movement in the midfield, and Unsworth can fling it forward. Interception by Moreton Hall, and now they can look to break.
That was really well read by Moreton Hall there.
Well, here's a chance here for Moreton Hall. Couple of changes in the meantime. Harney amongst them. Patient play now for Harney. Right on the edge of the wave still with Cook. Fling into the centre. Oh, it could open up here for Moreton Hall. Melia over the top. There's another goal to add to her tally. And the captain has two. And she is delighted.
Yeah, Moreton Hall's stick skills are just out of this world.
Good work from Taylor in their lovely movement. Sold the cameraman too. But in the end, it ended up with a skipper, Lizzie Melia. What a performance from Moreton Hall. It's been a tough start to the season for them. They've been competing with the various other sports that Moreton Hall excel at, the likes of hockey at this time of year in their midweek fixtures, but full strength this evening, and hasn't it shown for them here? Welsh Rally champions for a second time. They'll be going for that national title. They're certainly the Queens of the North here. And they've come down south to put a marker down. It's 8-1.
An interesting draw, because you've got a push and a pull in the draw there.
Oh, the space has opened up perfectly for Brooksbank. Another outstanding save from Charlotte Unsworth. Well, she plays a level of lacrosse above this, of course. She's a senior women's goalkeeper at the Hawks, which is the top club in the area.
Again, Moreton just show such confidence on the ball. And they're confident going left and right, attacking from any angle, changing the point of attack. It's really going in their favour.
Nice movement again. But this is good defence from Berkhamsted. But they've been asked to do an awful lot of it so far. A weaving run from Harney, who fires it in. Ball comes loose, and they're desperate to claim that. Good acceleration from Lucy Menzies. Well, the defence on show has been excellent, but there's been too much of it for Berkhamsted. Now, very patient from Unsworth. They've gone for the long ball a couple of times here, and it's not really worked out for them. They've looked really dangerous on the break.
Yeah, this is where the game is slowing down slightly for a team like Berkhamsted who have such danger when on the ball. Oh, here she goes.
It breaks, and there's no one home for Moreton. Oh, it's off the post.
Ball still in.
Diaz-Stevens, I believe it was, who found herself in acres of space in behind. Well, it was just a fantastic take from Diaz-Stevens. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, no.
These lacrosse goalkeepers are hard as nails. You'll notice neither of them are wearing elbow pads or anything on their arms.
Oh, we shan't compare sports, but the hockey players are certainly armoured up for a very similar playing equipment. That's fired in with some pace.
And again, much like the rugby boys, this is a very different surface to what some of them will be used to playing on. The ball will roll quicker and get away from them slightly quicker, which is what the fumble down here was from Berkhamsted.
Connolly, good work out there to move the ball inside. And then it's a drift to the edge for Davey. There's some nice movement. Backwards and forwards there, but just can't find the pass. Oh, what a move! Flag up. But that really should have been a goal after an excellent bit of movement. Still Berkhamsted knocking on the door. They could do with a goal now.
I think that was a check across the body there.
So eventually it's going to be a big chance here for Berkhamsted. And I think it's Poppy Davey with the opportunity.
Just making sure we're set properly.
Here goes Davey to get Berkhamsted back in the game. Finds the pass instead. And then it's another high stick there on Connolly. So Connolly's just going to be happy to play with it. Inside the fan here. This is an even better chance. Ella Connolly now. One-on-one.
He's winding up.
With Francis McGann. Connolly whips it in.
Oh,
Top corner. Second score on the board. First of the quarter for Berkhamsted. Well, Ella Connolly has put that in an unreachable area of the goal.
Those are the shots that you practice with your mates, that you never think you'll be able to use. She's just done it.
Took the net off
in the
if it wasn't
STONEX
weighed
Stadium.
down. But still a handy lead for Moreton Hall. Good time to score, right on the break, just as Moreton Hall did in the first quarter. Berkhamsted is still in the game, but it's an unbelievable performance. Moreton Hall in control for the vast majority of that second quarter, but at the very end, momentum started to swing back Berkhamsted's way, and with home support and 2 quarters left to play, can they get stuck in here with half an hour on the field? Now, Ella, it's a very experienced coaching staff in there who I'm sure have got plenty to say, but for now we'll hear from Angus Savage, who's pitch side.
Right, we are down here pitch side with Isabella Foy and Sophie Wise. Izzy, you're out injured frustratingly, but what an amazing experience for all the girls.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a great atmosphere here today with all like the supporters. You've got parents, students at the school. It's been great, everyone cheering. It feels like, because from playing from last year, everyone cheering on the side, it really like lifts up the players, and I think it's a good atmosphere everyone's creating.
It certainly is, and it must be just as someone who comes to the school, must just be such an aspirational thing, this getting to play at STONEX.
Yeah, it's great. Like, it's just such a big like milestone, I think, for the season. It's an early on one, but it really like puts everyone in place, I feel like.
And Sophia, the girls have they started slow, but it feels like there's a bit of a comeback going on.
Yeah, hopefully. I think the nerves got the better of them in the first half, but we've spoken to them. I'm sure Miss Steed will be talking to them about, indeed, we just need to get on the players. We're really letting them dictate what they want to do, and we need to stick to our game plan. So, yeah, in the second half, we just got to follow through with our plan B and just stick with our game plan.
Now, obviously, you've gone all the way in lacrosse, you've gone all the way to England. What do nights like this, and you've got a lot of girls that are sort of National Academy players and things, what do nights like this do to help prepare you for the future?
Yeah, I think it's just a great thing for them to do. They're school kids, and they're performing here at STONEX and in front of the whole school. It's just an incredible atmosphere. When I was at school, they didn't have this, and I'm just so glad for girls' sport and lacrosse as a sport now it's in the Olympics that it can just keep growing and inspire those younger generations. Olympic dream is a bit of you? Yeah. For sure, yeah.
Massive. Can't wait. Right. Are the girls going to do it? 2 quarters coming up. They're starting to edge back.
Well, I think that we can have a massive comeback in the second half, even though it's been off to a bit of a rocky start because everyone's just fighting out there. It's quite it's full on. So I think we can have a good attempt to come back. If we just keep fighting, I think in defence it's key. Everyone just sticking on their players, the redefence and attack, everything like that. It all just comes together.
And so people at home know this Moreton Hall side, very special.
Yeah, they are. They're a very talented bunch. They've got a few younger players as well that are coming up that aren't even year 13, and they work very well together. And they're making our defence look not their best. But you know, we're going to go out in the second half and hopefully we're going to win it. They're going to make a comeback. I can feel it. So here we go.
You heard it here first. The comeback's on. Berkhamsted against Moreton Hall. Second half coming up live in a few moments' time.
Well, there you go. That tells you everything you need to know about how the Berkhamsted supporters feel. You'd have heard that roar as the third quarter is about to begin here. Ella back with us. Well, we saw out in the middle there the coaching staff, the likes of Charlie Steed and Beth Smith, went straight to the Berkhamsted supporters and were fist pumping, and the noise that followed, well, it's going to hype them up now. It's a face-off, and it's Amber Vaughan who's been excellent at the draw.
Oh, what a draw.
And Vaughan, just misses out there to the captain, Lizzie Mellier. And Mellier comes forward for Moreton Hall. Now, of course, shooting from right to left in the white. Leading by 8-2. late goal for Berkhamsted's got them back in the contest, but they've got to shut them out here, as they did for long periods of that second quarter.
Morton are passing with such purpose here. Every pass is strong, every catch is purposeful.
Morley, Bebb, Morley! Oh, great delay, does the goalkeeper, slots it home. And it was Charlotte Telford who gave her the assist as well. And that's a hat-trick for Lily Morley, I believe. At just 15 years of old, what a prodigy.
She is going to be one to watch for sure. Keep that name in your head.
Now Telford there with a nice pass, and then the dummy caught the goalkeeper out. Unsworth's been tough to beat so far today. Good work as well from Charlotte Telford, back onto the field for the first time. Another Year 11, another Oxton forward. And another one in the England aspiring programme. She started out as a defender at under-15s and has become an attacker now. Good movement from her. And Berkhamsted are going to be gifted possession. What's that called down to?
That was an early movement in the draw there.
But it's actually gone.
Yeah, I thought that
way.
would have gone the other way, but.
Well, it's Melia who will take it away regardless. 9-2 up here. The side who haven't won here at the STONEX in 2 years.
Pinning her in the corner there. That was great defence.
And good hustle as well. Racing out of midfield goes Stephen Jennings.
We're a little bit lopsided on the.
Oh, but here's the winding run that might open up a bit of space. It's on the edge of Morley again. Morley looking to go on the outside. Again, it's good defence from Berkhamsted. And now they're well set.
Ooh.
Morley, nice ball over the top. Brooksbank!
Lovely pick set there.
Stolen by Unsworth.
Great defence.
Fantastic work from Unsworth yet again, and it's Eliza Kainama.
And as soon as the goalie comes out the crease, she can be treated as any other player. She can be checked. She can be in the wider game.
It's a good ball from Dixon, and that's opening up things here for Berkhamsted. Patient play now on the edge. Marjad.
What?
Whoa! Now there's a great ball in the centre, and a fine finish from Thea Kennedy, scoring at the STONEX, just like her sister last season as captain. What a finish from Kennedy.
That was a great partnership there, lovely attacking partnership. They knew what they were going to do. It was clinical. It was well executed. Lovely change of hands under pressure there.
Right into the bottom corner. Great footwork from Kennedy. Another face-off, and Ashley Diaz-Stevens with responsibility now at the draw. Well, Diaz-Stevens is going to surely win that back for Berkhamsted. Fine work.
So it's an empty stick check there, so she didn't have the ball, so you cannot check her stick on the floor.
It's Maya Kierville who leaves it for her. Oh, just been miscontrolled there, but Arnold has it back. Opening scorer of the game. Arnold, nice ball. Swept up in the end by the goalkeeper, who plays it quickly. But the ball comes loose.
Chase.
There's another roar from Berkhamsted, who are claiming this one.
They've come out firing this quarter.
Exactly what they needed to do. Diaz-Stevens progressing forward.
They're taking the space.
Nice ball, and on the turn, could be another chance. Fantastic tackle. Oh goodness, that's a crucial intervention to deny Maya Kierville, who's the multi-sports athlete that Angus was talking about in the build-up, of course. A Watford footballer, plays cricket for Hearts and represents Romania in both those sports as well.
Wowee.
Kierville, Diaz-Stevens, all the way wide. Now behind the goal. That's fine defence, but a nice ball on the inside. Arnold on a turn! Oh, just couldn't get the ball away. It's still come back for Diaz-Stevens and Berkhamsted. Diaz-Stevens, nice footwork, looking to work her way in, well marshalled.
Few gaps appearing in the Morton Hall defence, but they are very well connected.
Oh, here we go! It opens up in a moment's notice. Diaz-Stevens.
Here they come.
Racing into the area. But it's another fantastic bit of work from Liv Arnold. Here's Arnold looking to set this one up.
So comfortable on the dodge.
Great run. Diaz-Stevens is on the board, and Berkhamsted are back in this game. 9-4, 5 goals is not a big margin at all.
Change of defence here for Morton.
Well, Morton Hall did have to put the work in there in defence.
And defence is such a physical position in lacrosse because you're...
Well, Diaz-Stevens has flicked it back Berkhamsted's way again, but it's been swept up by the women in white. Down they go there. No call from the referee at the moment. They're battling for it. And racing out of the defence goes Whiteman, the vice-captain. What a run it is as well, and it's opened up a bit of space for them.
That was a lovely transition there.
Spooner. She's had 19 members of her family attend Berkhamsted in the past. Representing the Spooner name here. Under the lights of the STONEX. Nice run. Ball on the inside. Oh, it's off target. Goodness me, Ella Connolly.
Ball stays blue.
Inches away there. New goalkeeper as well, Emily Fern in net for Morton Hall. Diaz-Stevens, goal scorer already in this quarter. Oh, good weighted ball, it's flashed in!
Oh my!
Straight through the goalkeeper.
Berkhamsted have woken up.
What a ball as well. And Diaz-Stevens again. And this time it's B. Spooner, I believe, who's finished off this move. Spooner just got it away. Oh, it just bounced so unkindly, right in front of Fern.
And that's exactly what you don't want as a goalkeeper. You do not want it as your feet, because you cannot see it.
Could have been one of the markers on the edge of the crease there. That's so unfortunate. Another face-off, and it's Amber Vaughan for Berkhamsted.
Great draw. Good height on that.
Oh, it takes a certain standard of player to get away from Melia like that. And Melia has to race back for Morton Hall, sorry. Berkhamsted racing around the outside here through Connolly. Colony might go herself. Colony, not this time, Connolly. Still looking for numbers. Goes all the way wide to Spooner. Spooner accelerates behind. Little switch there, but Spooner keeps possession. Really well marshalled here by Jones. Edge of the attacking third with Connolly again. Diaz-Stevens. Davey.
And Morton won't chase that ball, they'll just stick with where they are. They've got a nice set defence.
This time it's Stephen Jennings who leaves it instead for Vaughan. Vaughan still going. Vaughan down low. Oh, the ball comes loose. Whipped away. And I think it's going to be Fern who gets a hold of it. Top work by the goalkeeper. Oh, Fern put a real foot in there.
A little bit of a mess.
Still the Blue Army chance in Berkhamsted's favour, and it is going to be possession with the hosts, who are down still by 5. Well, made that 4, of course, after the most recent score by B. Spooner, the vice-captain. Spooner. Vaughan. Nice footwork. Vaughan! Kept out by Fern. Emily Fern, another vice-captain, another player on the England pathway. She's been in the first team since she was in year 10. A national champion back then as well.
Yeah, and there will be nationals looming, and they'll be in the back of the minds of both of these teams.
Fern under no pressure here to get things going again. The momentum has swung back in favour of the hosts, Berkhamsted. Morton Hall need to put a stop to that and get to double figures here before the end of this quarter, you feel, or the game is certainly going to open up after 45 minutes. Nice run from Cook, who's come really deep to collect here, and look at Cook go, and she breaks away from the first defender.
Oh,
stolen! Goodness me!
Now they are high risk, high reward checks, those.
Well, I thought she was away. Amber Vaughan does amazingly well, but in the end Morton Hall get it back, and now Vaughan's out of position, having completely burnt up there. Substitutes coming on, but they might not make it in time. Morton Hall go all the way around the goal. Oh, it's another great tackle. But a strike is wide. I think it was Cook that time for Morton Hall, who struck it on the turn, but another unbelievable tackle in there. Well, that was a fantastic steal from Vaughan, who did promptly leave the field. Oh, it's going to be Berkhamsted back in possession as well. Oh, good pressure though from Morton Hall.
Lovely boxing out, trying to keep the ball on the inside of her body.
Well, pressing from the front from Bebb, but
lovely dodge.
It's fantastic work from the head girl, Verity Pope-Williams, a Saracens rugby player as well, so she knows the STONEX on the back of her hand here, and straight through 2 defenders. What a carry by Menzies, who flicks it forward. Oh, it's a body check, but still going. And up goes the flag in the end. What a run by Maya Kierval.
There's no advantage there, so flag goes up, all stays blue.
Kierval. Another year 11 in this side. What a golden generation they've got coming through. Chance to put Berkhamsted back into touching distance. Maya Kierval strikes it low, but just wide. Up goes the stick of the on-rushing B. Spooner to keep it in Berkhamsted possession. We're about 3.5 minutes to go until the end of this third quarter here. My, Berkhamsted would love another point. Haven't they turned this around?
They have a relentless work rate. They always have done. It's in their culture as a school, but as it is with Morton.
Weaving her way through goes Kierval. On the swivel, Kierval goes low. What a finish!
With a change of hands just before the shot. That is outrageous.
There, Kierval with a great finish. If Romania had an under-15s lacrosse team, I'm sure she'd play for them too.
Just watch this. One-handed, turns on her outside foot, changes hands, bottom corner. That is absolutely sensational.
Still time for Berkhamsted to get another. Well, 9-6. This is the scoreline of the game a year ago, just reversed in Morton Hall's favour. These are the 2 top sides in the country, one could argue. But the ball comes loose, and in the end it's swept up by Berkhamsted. Under a world of pressure there, Diaz-Stevens still manages to get it away. And on the turn, they could break again here. It's Liv Arnold over the top, intercepted, stolen away.
That is
Kenny with a fantastic steal. And look at the run from Kenny. The vice-captain still going. Ball on the inside for Wilson, and then it's loose, and Berkhamsted get back in numbers. Morley. Oh, it's been put down. And who's this decision going to go for? Well, it's not gone Morton Hall's way, as very little has in this quarter. What a take that is to get Berkhamsted right up the field.
They've just got to stay disciplined now, Morton Hall.
It's Arusha Wise with a fantastic take there, and now they're in a great position. Ball over the top from Ava Bartlett, another year 11 in this side, a very young team.
And that is so promising for both of these lacrosse programmes going forward. They've got such strength and depth throughout the year groups.
Still Berkhamsted in possession. Looked to be winding up there to create something, Bartlett, but now Bartlett's still going. Bartlett in the area! Off target by an inch. Might have just brushed the post on its way through. I think Fern had it covered down to her right-hand side.
Lots of bodies in the way there. I could probably hear the goalkeeper screaming that she couldn't see.
Pass it away with a stick there, looking to get on the inside. It's Arnold. Oh, it's picked off by Morton Hall. It's the captain, Melia. Right place, right time again for the skipper. And look at her go, skirting the touchline. Melia, what a run. And the soon-to-be Welsh international. Here's Bebb of the Wales under-20s team. But of course, Karina Walsh used to coach.
It's got to get a little bit more organised, this Berkhamsted defence.
Chance here. Unsworth gets in the way. But it's all the way back for Bebb. Cook just couldn't get it on target. Here is Bebb. Plenty of options for her here. Fires it in. What a ball. Oh, it's just loose from Melia. And it's back in the possession of Charlotte Unsworth. What a performance the goalkeepers had to keep out Morton Hall right before the break. Unsworth has been a saviour at times for Berkhamsted, and she's got involved again there to keep the scores as they are. It's 9-6 in favour of Moreton Hall. It's the end result of last year's fixture, but of course a turnaround here, and now it's Moreton Hall in the driver's seat. What's Charlie Steed got to say, looking to turn this around? Well, there's still 15 minutes on the clock. There's still plenty of time for this game to go either way. First goal, when we resume, seems crucial. We'll be back in just a few moments' time for the final 15 here of this unbelievable Berkhamsted doubleheader. Some of the finest standard of sport that we've seen at this age group all season long. Smiles on the faces of Berkhamsted because they're back in the game. It's a big, big quarter for Berkhamsted here. They have trailed since they opened the scoring practically in this game. Moreton Hall made it 2-1 very quickly, and since then they've been in control. But that last quarter, it's just began to slip. But what an early drive this is for Brooksbank, who's going to go all the way here. Oh, just checks at the last moment there. Ella's still alongside me for this one. That could have been a chance.
Yeah, that was a sensible decision, I think, because if she got on her own and it had gone off the back, there would have been no one there to chase it. So I think that was the right thing to do, to not force it.
And now they've got a bit of a handle on things here, Moreton Hall. They can't have another quarter like that where they were outscored emphatically by 3-1. That would just be enough to hold on, another set of scores like that. But you can't rest on your laurels. There's a tumble there in the backfield, but it just opens things up for the captain. It's a hat-trick for Lizzie Mellier.
Yeah, and that's where this Moreton team have really taken their chances in that, you know, they make something out of absolutely nothing, like here.
Well, Morley's just taken a check right to the chest and has taken a tumble. She was no movement at all there, so no blocking called. But goodness, that's taking one for the team, the 15-year-old. Face off, and it's the captain again, called on for her duties. Mellier there. Oh, somehow keeps a hold of it. Lizzie Mellier has had an unbelievable game. Went a bit quiet in that last quarter without her. And she's directing traffic here. It's a fantastic drive by Kenny, the vice-captain. Still Kenny!
Through.
What a finish! Another Welsh under-20 international. Half Slovenian, but we know where her loyalties lie with Karina Welsh in charge. And goodness me, Kenny has gone all the way there, straight out of defence.
Yeah, Berkhamsted caught on their heels a bit there. And that's the thing with lacrosse, if you can weave your way through, if you can see the goal, that is the main aim, ball to goal.
Well, the fight back was on, but now it looks a tall order for Berkhamsted. But they have one possession here from the draw. And they won't waste any time here. Off goes Arusha Wise. Wise just a coming together there. Decision goes her way. Now, Arusha Wise is another Year 11. She's also a British under-18 international at in the equestrian arts, as well as being a double champ at under 14 and 15 level. And here she is, Wise, giving it off, and round the back they go.
Such strong athletes, strong runners.
Oh, but Morton Hall have swept it up. Just forced over the goal line there. Bit of pressure on from Liv Arnold. But to hang over the cliff face there for an eternity. Berkhamsted have got to get moving quickly here. Arnold.
Not many options there for her.
Has to go backwards, away from goal. Arnold again. Good movement from Berkhamsted in the attack.
Oh.
Kennedy, nice footwork. Kennedy driving through. Oh, still Kennedy, slipping the net.
Oh.
Kennedy scores! A screamer! No right for Thea Kennedy to sneak through there.
And that is that relentless attack we're talking about. She changes, she dodges, she weaves, straight through the legs.
6 Morton Hall players within a foot of her there. What a finish to keep this game alive. 10 minutes to go, 5 goals in it. Stranger things have happened.
And this is the test of character, isn't it? This is the test of teammates and how much they are willing to do for each other.
Oh, picked off by Brooksbank. What a time to steal it. And now there's numbers in behind here. Wide from Brooksbank. Oh, what a response!
Easy as that.
Darcy Cook knows the STONEX well, having played here last season as an under-15, has scored a crucial goal. Brooksbank with fine work there, not wasting any time, unleashing the strike beyond Unsworth. Tit for tat in the final quarter. It's 12-7 in favour of the finest team in the north of England over the last few seasons. Big draw, huge draw. Can't go Morton Hall's way. And on the turn, it's the goal scorer, Cook, who comes away with it. Cook into the area.
Oh,
Cook, what a finish!
She is so confident on the ball. She's so confident in that shot. And you can see that every time she winds up.
It's Darcy Cook with a hat-trick this time. And that may well take the game beyond Berkhamsted. It's rather similar to the game of rugby that unfolded earlier. Berkhamsted back in the fight in the second half, but then clinical in that final quarter from the away team. And this time it's Morton Hall who look to pull away and takes their first victory at the STONEX in 3 attempts. Well, it's another fine draw from Melia, but it is this time picked up under great pressure from Annie Whiteman, the vice-captain.
Look at that acceleration. They've just got to keep calm, they've got to not force it.
Vaughan, straight into the shoulder of Lily Morley. Fantastic take from Vaughan. Kearville, racing on the outside. Kearville caught at the back of the head there. But Melia not wasting around, all the way back to the goalkeeper. And it's good work from Fern to keep a hold of it. Oh, nice turn from Fern. And away comes Harney. Harney, look at the acceleration.
Oh my.
Oh, and Harney steps back inside, still going. What a run this is. Harney could go all the way here. Now looking for the pass. Goodness me, what a run by Nina Harney. Also played at Stixways as an under-15 last season. Now in year 11 and still making big plays. Here's Morley, the youngest of the lot in this incredibly talented group of players. Brooksbank had a few stellar moments in this game, but is being driven out of play. Goodness me, great defence. On the back foot, but still fighting hard there. Brooksbank again. Right behind the goal here. Couple of switches, it might open up for her. Good take under a world of pressure. This could seal it. Oh, it's a fantastic stop from Unsworth. Appeals from Morton Hall, but there's nothing coming from the referee. Nice ball over the top, and on the turn, here come Berkhamsted. And you can hear when they are rolling because the crowd behind them light up.
It's great speed. Just got to look after that ball.
Oh dear, it's come Morton Hall's way again. Not a popular outcome, but good work from Morley. And a nice switch. And Kenny's off on a run again here. Kenny with another 60-yard drive. Still Kenny. This time goes for the assist. Oh, it's just behind Telford. But still they have it. And Kenny finally retreats back to defence. Brooksbank takes over. Oh, that's a good take. Under a bit of pressure here. Morley. What a performance from Morton Hall. In this final quarter especially, when the fight back was on, they've just gone up another gear, despite the tired legs. And that's the mark of national champions, which this side will be hoping to be yet again.
Yeah, all the shots calling in March for both of these sides.
Melia, well, has to give it up in the end. But 6 goals in it now.
Oh.
And it's been nicked back again.
She is so good.
Stolen away by Wilson this time. It was so important in those early stages.
Getting really physical out there now.
Break on for Berkhamsted. A swish of the stick there, but no contact made. And a goal at this stage would light up the crowd, even if it might not change the contest. It's Kierville with a great drive. Oh, but then it goes loose. And it's swept up by the goalkeeper, Fern. Oh, high pressure defence there. Nick back. Oh no, the whistle goes. And Thea Kennedy is denied. Really physical in these closing stages.
So that will be brought back just because Thea Kennedy was not quite on the retreat there for the
Let's have another look at this tackle from... Didn't see it coming, Kennedy there. And good to see Kenny back to her feet. And here she is again, Kenny. Couple of unbelievable breaks down the right. Melia with a soft pass, and Brooksbank drifts on the way. Oh, Brooksbank might go again.
Great save. That was a brilliant read.
Unsworth gets a hold of it to deny Brooksbank. Her goal has been peppered this evening. But Unsworth's done really well. And wins a penalty too. One last throw of the dice then, with about 4 minutes to go. Couple of goals in quick succession, who knows? Unsworth goes long. Oh, just been unfortunately miscontrolled, and Brooksbank comes away with it again here.
Great pressure.
It is a lovely response from the captain, Ella Walker.
Oh
dear. Well, that's not very comfortable. Oh, just on the turn there, went down. Unfortunately there, but straight onto the field come the professionals. Not particularly comfortable, but there's plenty in around to look after there. So we'll get back to you in just a moment. Well, a slight break in play. We'll be back in just a few moments once the substitutions have been made. So, players watching on, we're right at the end of this game, and the contest is pretty much over, so the end result here might just be the final whistle.
But both teams have looked so strong, and their seasons will be equally strong in the south and in the north of the country, and then they'll come together at Aldershot for National Schools Lacrosse, which is end of March time, and they will inevitably battle it out again.
Well, it's so interesting. It's one of the first times in recent years that the form books were in Berkhamsted's favour, having had a fantastic undefeated season so far, beating the likes of Guildford and St Paul's and Bolton very comfortably, and St Catherine's as well. St Swithians all seen off on the way to an undefeated run at their own 10s tournament, and then the league games against St Paul's and Guildford were both very one-sided affairs. But Moreton Hall have responded so well.
And Moreton are such a powerhouse purely because they have so much time on the ball. They have so much time as a team, and that is what makes them great. That's what sets them apart. And with Karina Walsh at the helm, you know, they are incredibly lucky to have the expertise that they do.
What a little goal. This was perhaps the pick of the goals in this final quarter. A fantastic little finish by Maya Kearville. But then that was Morley just wearing the shot to allow her skipper to go straight through and score. Some of these goals have been out of the very top draw. Here's another one from the defender, Lana Kenny, who twice went straight through, just as she did there. The standard on show so early in the season as well has been of the highest quality. And what an evening it's been as well here at the STONEX. An unbelievable game of rugby. Berkhamsted put up such a fight against NSB. It slipped away right at the end. But Moreton Hall have come out here and they've stunned the home crowd with an outstanding performance, having not won here on the previous two occasions, a draw and a loss in the last 2 years.
It'll be a party on the way back to Shropshire for sure.
Absolutely. Well, as we said, just a player down. I think it's a lower leg injury, and thankfully it's Matilda Brooksback who is back to her feet, and with some assistance looks to be about to leave the field. It's so tough in games as physical as this and on turf like this that those lower leg injuries are possible, but it is good to see that Brooksback is able to put a bit of weight on her foot as she leaves the field as well. So hopefully not too serious an injury for the very talented midfielder, who is going to go off to a round of applause that envelops the entire crowd here. In the end, the coaches opt to carry her off, but Brooksbank able to put a bit of weight on it as she leaves the field, so no need to panic to anyone at home of a Moreton Hall persuasion, and getting all the attention that she needs here at the STONEX. And what a performance it was. It's such a shame to see the game end this way, but the England aspiring programme player was outstanding in midfield at times, and in a midfield dominated by some of the best players on the pitch, full stop.
Yeah, the midfielders have really carried this game in that it has been turnover to turnover, or a long period of defence, then into a transition into attack, and it has been really tough on those midfielders.
So the game is going to get back underway with 3 minutes or so to go, and a chance for either one of these sides to finish with a flourish after an unfortunate injury break there. But as we've said, Brooksbank able to put a bit of weight on her leg before being carried off the field. So we'll be able to get underway here. And the Charter Blue Army still going here for Berkhamsted, who are going to start in possession. Or in fact, it's been nicked away by Moreton Hall straight away. What a response this could be! Oh, it's just another save. Almost a fantastic finish from Wilson. I think it won a bit of block there, coming back as well from Eliza Kainama.
Check to the body there.
So, clean ball for Berkhamsted here. Lovely drive. And they're into the Moreton Hall half. Now into the attacking third. It's Diaz-Stevens. Still Diaz-Stevens! Gets away! And scores!
There was some venom in that shot.
Ashley Diaz-Stevens with a fine finish. Well, just kept a hold of possession and suddenly just opened up. Little dummy pass. Chose not to find Ella Connolly, instead went herself. Another goal for Diaz-Stevens. And still time for one or two more maybe for the hosts. Moreton Hall look like they're going to hold on here for a famous away win. Down south, those are few and far between for any side under 18s lacrosse. Changes in the offing for Berkhamsted for these final moments. And on comes Vaughan for the draw, but Melly is just going to race away, the Moreton Hall captain.
Both sides are giving it absolutely everything still to the dying seconds.
It's lovely footwork again from Wilson. Morley. Still Morley. It might open up for her here. Opts to go for the pass instead. Unselfish from Morley, but she surely could have had a strike there. Will not be too critical of the 15-year-old out in field, the youngest player who's been excellent.
Attempt at a trailing check there, but just a little bit far away.
Moreton Hall looking to see this contest out. Oh, the footwork from Wilson to shake off the defender. Wilson! Oh, somehow off target.
So nearly.
Beat the goalkeeper and couldn't tuck it away. Well, this is great work from Wilson there. Little shake of the hips. And then as well, little dummy here. Right round the goalkeeper, just hooked it a little too far. Still Moreton Hall driving on now. Oh, nice ball over the top, but it's just been put down. Swept up by Berkhamsted. Diaz-Stevens looking to get a hold of it. And she will have the restart here. Off goes Diaz-Stevens. Nice ball forward, just put down, but decent recovery here. And a much better drive. Nice ball over the top. This is a chance, and a goal!
Lovely finish.
Ella Connolly.
Great placement of that shot. Perfectly timed cuts, and just cut through that Moreton Hall defence there.
That final pass as well, excellent. This is a fantastic little run from Arnold. Lovely ball, tucked away. But in the meantime, the final whistle has gone. Moreton Hall rushed the field, and they rushed their goalkeeper Fern as well, who had a fine second half. It is a famous day for Moreton Hall. They've been national champions before at all levels. They've produced countless internationals. But now they've won a huge game under the lights here at the STONEX. The Queens of the North have come down south and laid a serious marker down against a very talented Berkhamsted side. Well, still so much to come. Most excitingly, from these teams, full of young players, straight over to the injured Brooksbank as well. Wonderful scenes here.
Yeah, and that's what both these sides do so well. They have their sharpshooters, and they have their strong upper six and so on, but then they really do develop and nurture those younger players so that their programs can continue in a similar vein for a long while.
Well, an outstanding first half by Moreton Hall almost took the game away from Berkhamsted. A thrilling third quarter where they fought so well back into the contest was put to bed by a fourth quarter from Moreton Hall that was of the highest quality. Well, what an evening it's been here at the STONEX. We'll hand over to Angus in a moment, but some final words, Ella, from yourself on two outstanding fixtures of school sports.
Yeah, just such character shown by all of these young athletes, and they've got so much ahead of them, and this is a really interesting marker from NSB, from Berkhamsted, of both rugby and lacrosse, and Moreton Hall for the rest of the season to come, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they can all produce going forwards.
What a performance from Moreton Hall. Their first victory in 3 attempts here at the STONEX, having drawn and been defeated last season. All the form books are in Berkhamsted's favour, and they may well still go on, of course, to have an outstanding season. But it's the national champs last season, the Welsh Rally champions this year, who taste victory. and some excellent sportsmanship on show as well. And they're going to take the group photo here. What a lovely moment for all these players. Berkhamsted, of course, with so much to shout about in this very young team. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to myself, Wilf and Ella alongside me. But for one last time, I'm going to throw you down pitch side to Angus Savage.
Well, what a game that was. From 6-1 at the end of the first quarter to 13-9 at the end. Moreton Hall were fantastic, but what brilliant spirit from Berkhamsted to manage to claw that one back a little bit. And we might see, do you know what? While the photos are being taken, in fact, everyone's got their cameras out, so some serious photo work being done here. And why not? This is about as special as it gets, really, for these girls. I might see what we can do. No, they're all going in for a chat. I was going to see if I could grab one of the coaches, but instead, what we're going to do is we're going to head over and we're going to have a chat actually with the Berkhamsted rugby captain, Rory Humphreys, and then we'll be hearing a little while from the Berkhamsted lacrosse captain, Ella Walker. Rory, commiserations on the result, but congratulations on the performance earlier against Northampton School for Boys. 42-27 probably doesn't quite reflect the game. You guys must be so proud of your efforts.
Yeah, we definitely are. First of all, massive congratulations to NSB. I mean, they're a cracking side with some big boys. But yeah, I'm really proud of the boys. Like, I think that's our best performance all season, especially after a rocky start to it. So yeah, I'm just unbelievably proud of all of them.
And tell me a little bit about playing in front of this atmosphere. I mean, the way you guys came out the blocks, it looked like it inspired you.
Yeah, it's pretty unreal. I mean, like, that's like our whole year, you know, down here, everyone's supporting. It's like, it genuinely makes the difference. Like, those small little things, when they're backing us, it just makes all the difference, to be honest.
This is, I think, year 3 at STONEX. You guys, you know, you'll have seen this sort of as you were going through the school. Just an awesome thing to be a part of. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I'm annoyed it's my last year here because it's just so amazing to play. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what next year they can do here. And some big events coming up. You've got the St Joseph's Festival and a lot of big challenges over the next few weeks. Looking forward to it? Yeah, definitely. Hopefully we can take the same energy into St Joe's, especially into Crangley next week. And yeah, keep the energy high and look forward to it. Fantastic. And final thoughts as you leave STONEX. You going to come back here as an old boy next year and get in those stands? Of course, I definitely will be. I'll be part of the boys cheering them on. Fantastic. Listen, thanks very much for chatting to us, Rory. Cheers, sir. And we'll see you at St Joseph's Festival. Yeah. Rory Humphreys there. Once the final little chats between all the teams have been done, we will have a chat with Ella Walker, the Berkhamsted skipper. We might see if we can grab a chat with someone from Moreton Hall. Oh, look at that. Ella Walker is... wow. The power of media. She's left her chat. Ella, first of all, congratulations. That was some comeback because at the end of the first quarter, I'm sure you guys were thinking this is not what we're looking for. But actually, what a performance in the end. Yeah, I mean, I'm just really proud of how we came out there and fought back. I mean, that last half, I think, was 7-4 or 7-5 to us. So we really came out and, put on a performance. And it's just for everyone here watching. So we're just really proud of ourselves to come back like that. And tell me about playing in front of that crowd behind us, because it's absolutely massive. The atmosphere is brilliant. Yeah, it's insane, like, to have everyone cheering us on, all our friends, family, teachers, parents, everyone. It's just like, there's no other school that does it, and we're just so grateful to be able to do that here. So it's an amazing experience, yeah. And obviously you've got some young girls in the team as well, their first time playing in this game. What was the sort of conversations like beforehand with them about what to expect and what this might be like? Yeah, I mean, obviously they were very nervous. Like, they've never played an event like this. They're all incredible individually. Their talent is through the roof. But yeah, we just told them to channel their nerves. This is not many people get the opportunity to play out here, so to just take in the moment, enjoy the moment and just perform, and they did that, so I think they did really well. And just a word on Moreton Hall, hell of a side. Yeah, they are incredible. They're an incredible side. We always have really close games against them. I mean, only at Berkhamsted 10's our pre-season tournament, we won 5-4, and that second half they also won 5-4-0 or something, so we always play them and it's always close, but they are so put together, they're so organised, and we do love playing them. It's always so competitive. And I just asked Rory this, coming back next year, with all the other old boys and girls? Of course I will be. I'll be supporting everyone. If not, I'll be watching the live stream, so yeah, best of luck to them next year. Fantastic. Go and enjoy the time with the girls. Thank you so much. Ella Walker there. Well, what a fantastic night it's been here at Saracen STONEX Stadium. Berkhamsted against Northampton School in the boys. Rugby, Northampton School for boys coming out on top there. And in the lacrosse here, it was Moreton Hall coming out on top against Berkhamsted. Berkhamsted might not have got the results they wanted, but I tell you what, they got two performances that are there to be proud of. For the other sides, Moreton Hall and Northampton School for boys, wow, two very, very impressive sides. And some impressive stuff coming up over the next few days as well. Friday, it is over to Merchant Taylors, staying in North London actually, as they host Reading Bluecoat in the culmination of their rugby week, All in Sport, the Fab charity. That's a 6:30 kickoff on Friday night. And then on Saturday, it's over to Haileybury. We're not moving far from these North London parts at the moment. It's Haileybury against Oundle, a double header, two sports once again. Rugby at 1:30, hockey at 3:30, and then on Sunday, more live action for you. It is the University of Worcester hosting the ISL Netball, powered by Huddle. It's a big, big competition. 5 legs over the course of the season. This is leg 1. It's going to be spectacular, and that all starts at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. And then you all know what's coming. Merkeston Festival, Langley Festival, St Joseph's Festival. So much to come over the next few weeks that we'll be telling you about. But you know where to find it all. It's at Next Gen Live across your socials and indeed on YouTube. So until Friday night, it's goodbye.
First. First.
The right kit changes everything. With the right kit, you're ready for anything. United, connected, unstoppable. Whatever your sport, we are your sporting partner. Creating your kit, your way. For every team, for every challenge, for every aspiration. Feel seen, feel ready, feel part of the team. Kit on, game on.